Can you imagine being a child and when they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You say, an Indian. Well, this is not an imagination, it's actually a reality from someone.
And the teacher asked us there, what do you want to be when you're older? The smart kid said, Spider-Man and Superman. The not so smart kid said, doctor and lawyer. But I said, India.
I'm a full-grown 24 years old man, but I'm always here on YouTube speaking about things which I like from Indians and which I would want to incorporate in my life. Yes, of course, Indians are not perfect, but are we sure that in this generation we want to be strong, powerful guys who don't care about anyone and everyone is scared of you? Or do we want to be the simple people who have sympathy and love to everyone, who have families and who try to practice everything about morals? Saying that I want to be like an Indian does not mean that I don't want to be an African. I love my country, I love my origin, and there are so many things that Indians can learn from me. But this is a video about the few things which I would like to practice, which I see Indians doing way better. Number one is family. And when I say family, I don't say just having one, but having very strong bond connections between each other in a family. Today, the capital of the process of the world I am on, more than 90% of it is being treated in Gujarat, India. And the community which started this, they became powerful doing this in the 1970s from family groups which would start businesses in a time when there was no technology to track movements of everything and transfers of money and everything. Yet they could create a business which took over the whole world because of trust in family. When on the other hand, there is the Western side which tries to show us that you can live on your own, never speak to your family as long as you're making your life, let everyone do whatever they want. A lie. We all need families and people whom we trust around us. Second is innocence. Looking strong and appearing fierce and everything definitely will protect you. Unfortunately, in most communities, we are turning into very violent people who don't care about everyone else, and all we did is being the big guy in the room. There is nothing wrong with being that, but how about just being simple people who don't fight every time, who don't insult each other every time? We would prefer being in environments where there is more peaceful people rather than being in a community where you have to be strong in order for you to survive in. Third is being so health conscious. India is not perfect in terms of health, but speaking of their foods, their drinks, and so many other things that they have, these people think about health in so many ways. And the last is honoring parents and elders. In as much as Indians might be wise in so many ways, one thing they never miss is respecting their parents and elders, which I think it's something kind of being forgotten so many other places around the world, maybe even in India too.
Because Indian people can comb their hair with their hands. They can eat the spiciest food and not have a hard time in the bathroom the following day. They are hardworking, peaceful and loving. The only bad thing you hear about them is them refusing to give you a discount. My name was going to be Rajesh Gavenda, but I was forced to accept that even watching cricket won't turn me Indian, so I was sad.